public is fired up today. Thank you all for being here, and I want to thank Mary Taylor. She's doing a great job as Lieutenant Governor, along with John Kasich, being sure that Ohio begins to meet its potential. But you know what? They can't do it on their own. They need to have a partner in the Oval Office they can work with, and that's Mitt Romney. Folks, 8 more days. Now, 3 days ago, I was at the Avon Lake Victory Center with some of you who I see here today. There she is. And the place was packed. People were energized. They were enthused. You know why? Because they can see that help is on the way. Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan. But let me ask you today, are you going to do everything you possibly can do in the next 8 days to ensure that we can bring back America's promise? Are you going to do it? Put up your hand if you're going to put up another sign for Mitt. Make some more phone calls for Mitt. Go door to door for Mitt. Commit to Mitt today. Let me see your hand. All right, we're going to commit to Mitt. Now, this year in Ohio, you can commit early to Mitt. So I'm going to ask everybody here today to go down to the Board of Elections. It's in Lorain, 1985 North Ridge Road, and vote early. You can leave right after the event here. You can go tomorrow morning. It opens at 8 o'clock in the morning. Let's get those votes in. You know why? Because then on Election Day, we can find 5 people who we know to get to the polls to ensure they commit to Mitt too. How about that? Do it for us. And we got to help the Republican team because he's going to need a team there with him. So we got to be sure Jim Renacci is reelected. He's doing a great job in Washington. Jim Jordan, Bob Gibbs are both here. And finally, folks, I really want to be the senior senator from Ohio. We need Josh Mandel in Washington. We need him now. You know, President Obama, over the last 4 years, has made a lot of decisions. Some of them, like the stimulus package, he said were going to result in all kinds of new jobs that hadn't happened. He said health care costs would go down. Hasn't happened. He said he was going to cut the deficit in half. Hasn't happened. The good news is we've got somebody running for president who knows how to bring back the jobs. He's got the experience. He's got the experience. He's got the record, and folks, he knows how to work with Democrats, Republicans, independents alike to focus on solutions to address the very big challenges we face as a country. That's why we need Mitt Romney in Washington to fix what's broken and bring back the American dream. I see a UAW member here in front of me, so I'm going to talk autos for a second. And I'm going to talk autos in a way that's a little straight talk here. You saw in the debates that Barack Obama said a few things that were, as he said, whoppers. One was about the auto industry. He turned to Mitt Romney and said, Mitt Romney, you wanted to take those companies through bankruptcy and not provide them any federal aid. Well, let me tell you, I supported a rescue package for the autos. But what Barack Obama said was simply not true. And by the way, it was Barack Obama who took GM and Chrysler through bankruptcy, okay? Right? Am I right? Second, it was Mitt Romney who actually did provide for loan guarantees to ensure that the warranties were backed up. That's why every fact checker who has looked at what Barack Obama said that Barack Obama was wrong. He was not telling the truth. Now, this is what's most important to this guy here and the other UAW workers who are here and the auto companies and our communities that depend on autos. It's the policies that Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan want to put in place that are going to be good for the auto industry to make it strong, to make sure it stays in Ohio. He wants sensible regulations, which is a huge issue to the auto companies. He wants tax reform that's going to ensure that we actually can get the auto companies back on their feet to be competitive. He wants to be sure trade is fair so that they can fight on a level playing field. He wants worker retraining to work better for them. He wants their health care costs down and their energy costs down. That's what's going to keep auto jobs here in Ohio and grow and strengthen that industry. That's what Mitt Romney's going to do. So, folks, we're in the fourth quarter. The score is tied. We're in the red zone. We've got the momentum on our side. Are we going to be sure that we take Mitt Romney over the goal line in the next 8 days? Ladies and gentlemen, the next President of the United States, Mitt Romney.